Jai Hind everyone, welcome again for the budget analysis part 2, and here we will go for the analytical critical analysis that what has been the criticism and what has been the support base. So this editorial here, this is the CP Chandrasekhar, and he has here brought some of the issue because as per this budget we have seen that the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme, under that till now by the December we have the expenditure of only 70,000, but as per the government budget estimate it has been provided that they are going for the 1 lakh 1 lakh, yeah, where is this? 1,50,000 crore, and yes, so only of this, only this 61% has been spent till now. There is a still chances of this near about 46,000 to be spent. So this writer is telling that why it has not been mentioned here in the budget. Maybe it could have been that they wanted to show that government massive support to the farmers and the rural workers, and that's why now they don't have shown. They have shown that yes, this has been the expenditure for the farmers and to attract the attention. The second thing is that this 46,000 that has been saved now, it will be just transferred into the account of the farmer just close to the polling, and that's why there could be this transfer of the this will convert the transfer of the vote from the this farmers to the party. So this is the poll gimmicks that has been done here. One criticism is there. Second criticism is here for the consistently decrease into the food subsidy that has been 5,41,000 into the 2021. Gradually it has decreased to the 2 lakh, and now it has come to the from the 2,88,000 to 2,08,000. Besides that, this government has shown that an increased income from the dividends and the profit. So it is telling that here this increase is not due to the genuine increase in the profit, but it is due to the transfer of the RBI money from central bank to the this government. This is all about the second criticism that has been here, and it is with respect to the writer is R. Nagraj, and he was formerly with the Indira Gandhi Institute for the Development Research, Mumbai. So here he start with appreciating that yes, there has been a public investment budget, and it has been provided for the 50 years interest free loan and for the state. So the state can create the infrastructure by this budgeted money. Despite there is the tussle between the opposition party ruled state and the central government, but yes, still it will be provide some growth, and this substantial is increase the infrastructure investment. But the thing is that here it needed to be fine tuned by the taking into the account of the state specific requirement. It should be the as per the requirement of the state. If they need investment into the education or the health sector, this should go in as per their need. Maybe for the Kerala, it is the education already their health sector already infrastructure has been developed, but there is need for the creation of employment opportunity beside the tourism. For the Bihar, the first priority should be the education, health. This is the thing. State specific need for the infrastructure that should be provided as for this writer. Here the same as the loan for the 50 years has been provided for the 1 lakh crore in the research and development, and it is again for the it is interest free. Okay, so here it has mentioned that how the India is lagging in the research and development. Now India is aiming for the achieving 0.8% of the GDP. Okay, and China and India was very similar in 1996 in the investment into the research and development, but now the China's ratio of this budgeted amount for the research and development has become 2.2% of the GDP. But for India, it has been decreased to the 0.6%, and now it want to achieve 0.8%. This is the condition in India. Okay, here 1 lakh crore household will be provided with the rooftop solar panel. But the thing is that here the issue of the pricing of the electricity and the differential pricing of the small consumer. This is the main issue. So if this pricing of electricity for the smaller consumer could be redressed, this initiative is very good. Okay. In the next, it has criticized a bit for the investment that has been shown from the FDI inflow. It has shown that there has been the double in the from the previous 10 years. It has, but the writer is mentioning that the ratio of the GDP to the this FDI inflow has been the peaked into the 2007-8, and it was the 3.5% of the GDP. But now it is only the 1% of the ratio is 1%. So it is due to the exit of the private equity capital. Private equity player, it is the combination of the different firms that mobilize the money and invest into the private companies and the industries. Okay. So much of this FDI flow into the services and only modestly to the manufacturing sector, because this manufacturing here the main employment generation take place. But here it is not, it is mainly into the service sector. Okay. And we have seen that this existing their inflow is in the existing factories and companies, not into the greenfield companies or the greenfield project, because greenfield it is the initiation of the new manufacturing companies or the industry. In that case, the employment opportunity and creation of employment is much more. So this is here telling that what is the nature of this investment. Besides that, it has mentioned that India has reached the premature deindustrialization. Premature deindustrialization. Generally, the trend for any of the this trend for the any nation for the growth is that it moved from the agriculture to manufacturing and then service sector. Means this is primarily start with the agriculture, and here the maximum maximum population involved. Okay, after that the shift is the manufacturing, and after that it is a services. But India case, before reaching this peak, we shift to the industry, but before reaching its decreases, and directly we shifted from the agriculture to the services. And that's why in the services, this is not the labor intensive. Labor intensive means if there is the investment for 2 crore business or 2 crore rupees of the turnover, the labor will be employed 10 to 20. They are more than sufficient to do this work. But in this, even 1 crore investment is there, there is chances that 100 to 200 labor are involved. That's why this provides the opportunity for the labor, and with a decent salary. Here the number of person involved is more, but the output as the agriculture product don't have that much output value as compared to this manufacturing and services, though. So there the living condition do not increase in a drastic manner. So this has mentioned here. Okay, beside that, here it has mentioned that the employment situation remains grim even after the COVID-19 recovery. As per the periodic survey data that shows that the this regular salarized employment is decreased in the last 5 years, and it has been either decreased or stagnated. And most of this employment created, that is into the unpaid family labor, or the other area is the real wage in the have declined. Okay, so the money that the benefit that is showing that yes, the GDP is growing and there has been the positive development in the income as well. It is from there is the income that is in the area of the receiving the rents, interest, profits, for whom a tiny share of the population. This is you know that there is the people don't have the house to be live, how they can rent. They are the only minuscule people who have the extra such buildings and properties, and they are earning only. But those who are working in the factories and or the in the different MSMEs, they don't have that much growth in their salary. Yes, there is the some of the section 5%, 10% who are getting most of the benefit, and they already have the capital and the property. That's why they are earning from that. But the workers who are working on the ground, they don't have that much opportunity to earn that much. Okay, so what witnessing? Yeah, that already we have discussed. Now here it has mentioned that the growing dependency in the China for the industrial inputs. For example, take the APIs. This is the active pharmaceutical ingredients API. That is, we are totally dependent on the China. So whenever the China, we generally see that whenever there is a tussle between India and China, what we ban? We ban the different apps. But never on the ground, China is contributing a lot into the this inputs like the rare earth elements and materials. And this API, this is the based, our whole pharmaceutical industry is based on the active pharmaceutical ingredients. So we should have searching for the this alternative. We are not searching. No, you will not find any one person who intentionally go and ask for the Chinese product. This is our compulsion. Out of compulsion we go, because generally we go and take example, we go and ask mobile, but to that mobile, if it is Indian, the cost is high generally, and the cost is high and the quality is low. On the same price, even the half of that price, we get the Chinese product, for example, and we find that the quality is high. So generally people don't go and ask, yes, I love the Chinese product, give me Chinese product. What they ask, the product mobile and toys, and what they found after that, comparing the quality and the price, they find that this Chinese is the much affordable, and that's why people go. Because people also go for the affordability. If you will provide same quality and same price, even the a bit 5%, 2% costlier, the people will go for the Indian product. But we don't have the option. People don't have the option. So that's why this is this takes place. So we should work on this alternative so that we can do. And beside that, the trade deficit of this China is so huge that it is the 1/3 of the India overall deficit. Okay, and this make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and all these plan and programs such as the Skill India or this smart city, that had banners in the air, because government didn't consistently pursued that. And in the between, it was considered that the in the one of the speech, our prime minister continuously asked, he announced that yes, we are going to double the income of the farmers in by the 2022, but it was consistently it was delayed. Okay, so this has, we have seen here, the criticism has been for all this. Beside that, here it has mentioned that we need to address the shortcomings, whatever we find, and the lack of employment that has become the headache. Here the government should work, wage growth, here government should work, and this the critical deficiency in the sector such as manufacturing, like the, as we discussed that in the Chinese case, the inputs such as the rare earth material or the API, all we needed. And yes, this ignored the potential threat and arising from the geopolitics and strategic risk. Government should also focus on all these areas so that we could be ready for the face any of the challenges. So this is a holistic critical analysis of the budget. So here I will conclude my session for this part as well, and thank you for the joining. All the best. Jai Hind.